And I live. Okay. So let me start off by saying this. Elmore and Christine Walmsley has a dead son. Okay? Had a dead son. And they want to get to the bottom of it. They are not suspects. So I don't understand why there's so much vitriol against Christine, I'm sorry. Because she wants to find out what happened to her son. Now, people are problematic. Oh, she's leaving out information. Oh, she's just. Let me tell you something. You have the main people talking. The main people that are running off at the mouth never had a child that was murdered. Okay. Most people who are not showing her any empathy has never walked in her shoes. And I know in life, there are just some personalities that don't click. That don't click. And people are mad at her because she's utilizing individuals who have known to make some noise and bring attention to the case. And y'all said, oh, Ben Crump hasn't been forthcoming. Neither has she. She has left out key information. Her child is dead. Okay? Not Nolan. Not any of Nolan. I mean, not Nolan's friends that were with him that day. Her child is dead. So I'm going to give her some grace. Okay? I'm going to cut her some slack because I've never walked in her shoes. And I hope to never walk in her shoes. For whatever reason. She had to bury a child that was not sick, that was not dying. No warning. He left that day and didn't come back home. He never came back home. She don't owe anybody shit. Who owes us is the prosecutor. She's supposed to be a public servant. And the attitude and the chip on their shoulder is what I have a problem with. Usually you empathize more with the victim than the suspects. Oh, I'm gonna say what I got to say tonight. Normally, you side with the victim's family and you promise them you're gonna get justice. Police do conferences all the time and give out information. That's bullshit that they're tight-lipped. They tight-lipped because some of their people, their friends, may be in trouble. She, the prosecutor, should have recused herself from the case. And if his body was found in a territory that or a land or island that is under the control of the federal government, I don't understand why the feds are not involved in handling this case. If a judge or a judge's son may be involved, then you need to go outside the county. You need to move the case to another county. Because normally the grand jurors, the prosecutor, the police, they know the judge. They have relationship with judge. It would be hard for them to be impartial. But you guys are mad. You act like Christine owes you a duty to give you information. No, the state owes the duty. They're supposed to be protecting the public against other citizens who don't know how to respect the law or humanity. That's the problem. They seem to be more mad at Christine for bringing attention to the case. You guys are not used to black folks regulating. Y'all not used to it. Black folks are not used to it, and neither are white people. And we see the dangers and the destructiveness of respecting persons. See, if you are true to the game, no matter, God said he's no respecter of person. What that means is, because you're my child, that don't mean I'm going to uphold your bullshit. Just because you're my friend doesn't mean I'm going to uphold your bullshit. Right is right and wrong is wrong, regardless of our familiar or personal relationship. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's not okay to break the law. It's not okay to sell drugs to minors. It's not okay to give alcohol to minors. That's why we have laws. It's not okay to have minors unsupervised or underage drinking and not supervising your boat, because you are held responsible. And yes, they only can go after your insurance if you have it. But it's the behavior. No one has told me at what point why. I have not gotten a clear answer from anything anyone's putting on the internet. At what point did they realize Nolan was missing? Because it seemed like they were trying to get their story together. And it's an affront to sit there and, yeah, I'm going to act concerned because I want to throw the attention off of me. But if you are a true friend, you wouldn't be protecting your friend. You would tell exactly what happened. It's not what they're saying, it's what they're not saying. That's problematic. And you guys talk about, oh, Christine, ain't telling everything. She's not forthcoming. She don't owe us shit. Now, content creators are just weird people. They need a lot of attention, and they're just weird. They're weird. They're very self-absorbed. Those TikTokers. They're very self-absorbed. They manipulate. It doesn't make them bad people. It's just that more of us need more attention than others. She was a content creator before all this happened. She didn't just become a content creator. She was a content creator before her son was taken out of here. But this is what happened. This is what happened when there's privilege. When there's privilege, when there's privilege because of your position. Let me tell you, I'm not impressed with money or positions. I met some dumb, you see, there are just dumb, there's dumb judges, dumb lawyers, dumb prosecutors, and we need to really start having oversight over prosecutors. They're given way, way, way too much unchecked power. And we got to start, if folks got to start filing bar complaints, whatever, make a record, bring it to the public, because they really need, and police officers, they really need heavy oversight. Heavy. That goes for federal prosecutors too. It's not about just winning your case. It's about putting the facts out there and letting a jury determine the evidence. No need to hide, no need to skew. If it's a case, just put it out there and let whatever be will be. But they gotta manipulate. They gotta manipulate the jury. They gotta pick the right judge. The judge that's more. Most judges are pro prosecutors. Most judges, unless they were a defense attorney, or worked in public. I can't even think of the name right now. But those kind of judges, defense, that were defense attorneys before they were either appointed or elected to the bench, they usually are more sympathetic to the defendant. Black judges are more empathetic to the defendant. White people are more. White judges are more pro prosecutors, especially when there's a black person on trial. And I think including federal, including the Supreme Court, I think everything should be televised. At minimum, a live feed of all courts. If you want to talk about transparency, what are you hiding? What is so special about federal courts that they need to keep it under wraps from the public at large? You got to go in and sit. Why? No, there has to be checks and balances. Checks and balances. And the people cannot just have people give them power and let that power go unchecked. Especially an elected official who is put there to protect, to uphold the law, and to apply it without any biasness or malice. I'm done.